I'm Sabina Johnson, owner and operator of Cairo's Service Dogs. I raise prospective service dogs from puppyhood until they're being partnered with someone with a disability. I currently have one dog in advanced training, so our days are pretty casual at this point. Though I still incorporate training into everyday activities, starting with practicing impulse control at breakfast.
Take it.
Next, I get ready for training sessions. I review the training and session plans for the skills I want to work on that day and grab any other supplies I may need and move over to our training space. So we work on 2 to 3 skills a day. Here are some examples. This one is a paw alert, and we're working on only performing the behavior when I ask for it. This one is called cover. It's a deep pressure therapy behavior. And we're working on the same thing, performing it when I ask for it only.
Sit. Cover.
When we're done training, I fill out training logs. It's very important to keep records of all the training sessions. It allows me to look back on our progress, if there's any troubleshooting to be done, and just be able to show what we've worked on. And of course, we go on our daily walks, and they're a mix of heeling, sniff walks, and loose leash walking. Some days we take shorter walks and practice public access skills instead. So here's an example of practicing riding the elevator. As a dog trainer, I see training opportunities everywhere, so I may use dinner time to practice settle on a mat, which is she's doing beautifully right here. I may work on leaving food that may fall on the floor, which we can then later translate into being in a restaurant where we sit at the table, she lies under the table, somebody might drop something and she's not supposed to take it. So when I prepare food, which by the way here are dog treats, not people food, I deliberately drop something and then she didn't take it, so now I'm rewarding her with her own treats for doing a great job. Atlas Academy prepared me in more ways than I can get into in this short presentation, but I will highlight a few that were especially important to my business plan of starting puppies as young as 8 weeks old. Puppy selection was definitely very important for me, how to conduct a temperament test and assess which puppy shows good service dog tendencies to make a promising candidate. Puppy development was very important. Age-appropriate training, what kind of expectations were realistic to have, not to rush the pup into training follow my training plan in a realistic timeline and not rush into public access too soon. Those kinds of things to pay attention to. Another one was training progression and evaluation along the way of our training to kind of see where the puppy was leaning and evaluate what kind of work might this dog like to do in the future. Would it rather do a psychiatric service dog work or maybe mobility service dog work, diabetic alert dogs? So there are so many choices, and along the way, just kind of keep an eye on what this dog's tendencies are and where it might lean to. As I mentioned in the beginning, we are now in the advanced training. And at this stage, I'm implementing what I've learned about planning sessions, the dog learning theory, training methods, problem solving if they occur, how to create training plans for individual behaviors, things like that. Atlas supplies manuals for foundational behaviors as well as disability skills. They can be accessed either digitally or they're downloadable for those of us that like paper. They start with how to introduce a behavior, then practice it all the way to how to refine it. So it really prepares me to teach pretty much any skill that I want to train or teach. And of course, besides all the fun hands-on training with the dog, there is also paperwork behind the scenes. So Atlas has given me all the tools. I didn't have to reinvent the wheel as far as training logs, having to keep them. They help me plan the next sessions. If any problems occur, how do I solve them? Progress reports, financial reports, they have to be done, of course, as well. Monthly summaries, reviews in my business. That would mean how is the dog developing, maturing. I kind of want to sum all of that up so I can look back on it and see if I feel like everything's on track. And always important, the prior planning and goal setting. Are we achieving it? Am I prepared for the next month or quarter, whatever my time frame might be? And this can look different for everybody, but Atlas has put everything in place no matter what the needs are to take it wherever you need to take it. Now I'd like to talk a little bit about Atlas's comprehensive curriculum. The Academy is structured into three main groups: people, dogs, and service dog and disability specifics. The People's module focuses on how to successfully work with clients with disabilities, about active listening, empathy, sympathy, how to present learning materials for different learning styles, and how to be professional are a few examples. The dog module dives into animal learning theory, training methods, developmental stages of all ages and how to care for each, health and cooperative care, to name just a few. The service module teaches how to train disability tasks to dogs. It's hands-on with video assignments, and also you're working with the dogs, mostly with your dog, sometimes with a client dog, and also with clients. Very cool. You actually get to learn how to teach clients, teach their dogs. It explains different disabilities and teaches students how to successfully work with clients with disabilities. Service dog trainers have to think outside the box, so a client may not be able to deliver treats with their hand like we can when loose leash walking, for example. So how can we adjust to that? And then there is also a business module. It educates about what to consider when starting your own business, resources, how to go about it, marketing it, and all of those things that we have to think about. It includes a virtual consultation with Atlas, discussing your plans, ask questions, get advice and ideas, which would help formulate a clear outlook on how to move forward in putting a plan into action and opening your own business. Last, I'd like you to know about how Atlas sets itself apart by how they continue to support their certified trainers long after graduation. There is the Facebook group for trainers, along with the Academy Learning Platform group, which are not only a great resource and network opportunity, but also a safe place to turn to with questions and ideas to bounce off of other trainers to discuss or ask for help if needed. Atlas continuously updates their courses and adds new courses, which they offer to their trainers for free, which is really, really awesome. They always keep their trainers updated on new regulations and laws within the service dog industry, which is greatly beneficial. That would otherwise be a really, really big chore to try and keep up with on your own. It's a wonderful place to be part of the dedicated, ethical, and committed group of people who deeply believe in what they do. So I thank you for coming along on my day and listening, and I hope you had some fun with this.